Tell me about this. You got three dogs and 20 chickens.
Yep.
And what else?
We got two bunny rabbits. Two bunny rabbits. My wife is into animals. You know, like she's like real.
I love animals.
Yeah, yeah. Me
I'm
too.
a big
I
dog
grew
guy.
man.
Tomorrow, my boy's coming in. Actually, he's a he works with working dogs. Like, so he takes the bite sleeves and does all of that type of work.
Like training them.
Like protection dog work and stuff like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was trying to get one of our dogs trained. She's a Labrador pit bull.
Mix. The only dog I've ever been bit by was a lab pit bull mix.
Was a lab pit bull.
I was working at PetSmart.
Yeah, I go there to buy the dog food sometimes.
They got, you know how in the back they got the little like the little pet hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work
Where
in
they
that.
got all the. Oh, did you?
I used to work overnight, bruh. We got some good stories to tell now. Shit,
Let me hear it.
we gonna get in trouble.
Hey man, you got
kicked
some
out of
hookups
there.
over there? Let me know. I come out there and buy a lot of animal pets from over there.
Yeah. You raise chickens for eggs to eat. What do you do the chickens for?
They just we have chickens for eggs and just to have them. You
Yeah.
know it's
Do you ever eat the meat?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't. Just the
Think
eggs.
you think you could?
Just the eggs when I was eating eggs. I don't eat eggs anymore.
Nah. You think you could do that though? You think you could kill a chicken?
And eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't?
No, I definitely could.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go hunting, really.
Hell yeah,
Listening
man.
to Joe Rogan all the damn time got me feeling like I need to go hunting just to try it out.
That's what I want to do too. Anything that got to do with like survival,
Mm-hmm.
like um trying to live on your own.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to like build a house for your family. You know, go hunt, go kill something, bring it back, cook it up.
You been hunting?
I haven't, but what I'm saying is,
But you want
that's
you believe
what,
in sustainability.
Yeah, I
and
like that. I like that. I feel like if you put me in the wilderness,
you gonna flourish.
I'm gonna make it out. You know.
Well, that's why
my brothers will too.
Well, all right. You know what? That goes to say that fits your personality. You know what I mean? For everybody that's listening, this is Abraham Vaesau,
Yes, low.
professional mixed martial arts fighter. You know, and that adventurous spirit, you kind of gotta have that if you wanna be in the industry that you're in, right? You kind of, especially if you want to be successful. Like, tell me about some of the people that you know from the MMA world. That's a pretty common trait. You gotta kind of be like a go-getter, right?
Yeah. I guess. I mean, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Me, I just with me, I just focus on being a better version of myself. You know.
Being better you than yesterday.
Yeah. Then and from my past. You know, 'cause I got some fucked up shit. You know. I've been through some fucked up shit, and everybody has. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just trying to be some better than who I was, and just for my future family. And pay respects to my parents too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What they set out to do doesn't go in vain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a big I grew up island style, how I was telling you earlier. So, like, the reverence that I have for my ancestors, you know what I mean? I feel like throughout the generations, everything that they've done to put me in the position to be alive in the place that I am in this world that I'm in today, I owe it all to them. So
Right.
I kind of have that same spirit, that go-getter, that attitude, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Battle Box
Bruh, I was just watching. That shit came up on. I was watching YouTube. I watched
on
YouTube.
Netflix?
Nah, it came on YouTube.
Okay.
It's like where they put they make their like machine or something, and then they have them fight each other.
Oh no. That's Battle Bots.
Yeah, I thought that's what you
No,
said.
Battle Box.
Oh, bruh, nah.
Battle Box.
Nah.
So Battle Box is, you know how girls got those little kits where they send them it's like a subscription box, and they send them something every month, and it's got like makeup in it or some hair or some skin shit. They got that for men now, like especially like people that are into survival. It's a survival box. So they send me
is that right?
they send me a knife,
Excuse me.
and usually the knife's usually like over $100 like worth, and then they send you survival gear. So like this month they gave me like a little stove that you take out in the wilderness, and you could like
It's
cook
big.
stuff on it.
Oh, it's like
Yes,
a little.
it's a pretty big box. The first box I got was hella big because it sent me a freaking axe. They
What?
sent me an axe in it,
What the
but
hell? How big was that?
well, it was like a hatchet. I'm like, it was a hatchet, but it was heavy
Damn.
though. The box was big though. The box was as
What's
big
up?
as like a case of water.
What is it called? That thing you talking
Battle
about?
box.
Battle box.
So you got Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah. I got Netflix.
They got a show on Netflix called Southern Survival, and it's them testing all the gear that they send out to you. So they usually send you like over $200 worth of stuff.
That
And
shit
it's
work.
like, well, yeah, it's like they'll send you like what is it? Not a tent, but like a tarp, like a survival tarp.
Oh shit.
So you could use it out, and you could put it in your backpack. They said
You
like,
tried
hella
all
stuff
the
in
stuff you got from them. You tried it out already?
I haven't tried all of it,
Oh damn.
but I've tried a little bit of
That's
it.
pretty cool, man. I
Yeah.
didn't know they do that.
It's tight, man. That's why, especially like if you're adventurous and
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
into survival stuff and kind of like prepping, and especially like sustainability, I wish I had the space. I'd have a whole bunch of stuff. Like I grow stuff. I grow fruits and vegetables at my parents' house,
Man.
but at my house it's way too small to be having anything outside. But
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, my dream.
There's a lot of
spot-
stuff. Hey man, there's a lot of stuff you can grow in your house too.
Yeah, we
know?
do
Yeah.
little house plants. Got some herbs out
Man,
front.
I think
but-
I think that's pretty dope that you do that. You
Yeah.
know that you know how to grow things.
so.
A lot of people don't.
I was living in Vegas for like 6 years, right?
Right.
And it's the desert, but I was like, man, you can't grow nothing out here. But my girl's pops is Vietnamese, and he would grow stuff out in pots out in the yard, and I was like, man, if you could grow stuff out here, you got to be able to grow stuff at home in the Bay, right? So I moved back home probably like 2016, and I was living at my parents' house, and I needed something to do. I needed something to kill the time, so I was like, man, I'm gonna learn how to put plants up. I learned how to build like a little raised bed out back.
Mm.
I was just watching YouTube videos. You know, YouTube got everything nowadays. You know what I mean?
Everything. You can learn a lot.
Just everything.
Yeah.
But I was watching that, and I was like, okay, I watched all these videos on these people. They make money growing food in their backyard, and they sell it at like farmers markets.
Yeah, man.
And I
I
was
think
like,
that's pretty dope.
I don't think I could. I was at first I was trying to do it and like do it for money, and then I was like, nah, I just like this as a hobby. So I just grow stuff just to eat fresh salad or fresh tomatoes or fresh fruit.
Hey, it's different too when you eat like that.
Oh my god,
It does
it
something
tastes
to your
way
body.
better.
Yeah, it tastes better and it does something to your body.
Yeah,
You know, that's that natural. You know, most of the stuff we buy in the store, you can't trust that. You know,
yeah.
like you ever seen that shit where they had the excuse me,
Nah,
they got them apples and they did a test on them. You know why they keep them? They put
why
some
they say
wax.
fresh,
Why they
right?
say fresh for so long? Like, but real natural apples, once they grow, you only got like 2 or 3 days to eat them. They go fast. They rot
Okay.
fast. But apples in the store, they last for like weeks and weeks. And
Too
they did
long.
like too long.
Like a
too,
McDonald's French fry.
oh, damn. Come on, man. You said like a McDonald's French fry.
For real, man.
That's
you be
like
finding
the
those
worst.
on your car on the floor sometime, like
Bruh,
like 6
Don't
months
get me
later.
started
Oh.
with fast food. Bro. That's the worst shit people can eat, bro. That's toxic, bro.
So tell me about your nutrition for during fight camp, and then like when you're just training, maybe not so much for a fight, but just living life. Are you what's your nutrition like?
Damn. Shit, to be honest, bro, I really don't have a nutrition, you know? Before I didn't have a nutrition when I was fighting amateur and everything. You know, I eat whatever I want. Still to this day too. It's just I feel like I have good genetics, you know, from my
You
dad.
bulked up a lot from when you were fighting younger.
Man, yeah. I was fighting 170, but I was walking around about 185 all the time.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I got older, you know, when I got like 25, when I passed 25, I started walking around 195 in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hell yeah, man.
What weight do you fight at?
I fight at 170.
170.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, man, I can't wait. I'm trying to get to 200 and get big. When I was younger, my mentality was, I want to get big, you know, and then fucking just be hella strong and shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to get past 200 one time. Could never make 200. I get to 198 and I'll train so hard I fucking go back down to 190. You know what I mean? So
That's good genetics, man.
That's crazy, bro. But I finally got past 200 one time. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna I just started eating whatever. I took one little break, like 3 months off,
Yeah.
eating whatever, garbage food, bro. And I was like, wasn't feeling healthy. I bulked up past 200. I got to 202.
Yeah.
Then after that, for like 5 years, I couldn't get under 200. Like not 5 years, I'm sorry. Maybe like a year, 2 years. I'm sorry, I over exaggerated. 5 years. But that's what it felt like. It took hella long to get back down to 190, walking around weight.
Were you fighting heavier at that time too?
I've always fought 170.
So you were still cutting down to 170.
Yeah, it didn't matter how much the fuck I weighed. If I weighed 200 pounds and I fight at 170, I guess I gotta cut 40 pounds or 30 pounds, wherever it is.
How fast can you do that?
Shit, bro. I cut 20 pounds in 1 week. 1 week. 20 pounds, but that's when I wasn't taking the fight game serious. Because this was before I turned professional.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fighting before just to fight. You know, it's something I was good at.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my life? You know, I try to play football. I suck. You know? I was like, hold on, man. Football ain't for me, man. Shit, I wish I was good at it. I just wish I was good at it. I was fast, though. I feel like I was fast. I was cool.
What position did you play?
I tried playing receiver.
Okay.
Safety.
That seemed like that would have been a position you'd be good at.
Yeah, and those just was the ones I fell into. You know, they just put me over there. They was like, yeah, you can't hit. Get over there. Like, this nigga the only someone that can't hit nobody. I wasn't physical back in the day.
You weren't like aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive, bro. I didn't have that like competitive aspect of competing in sports. I would just play just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and always watching my older brother play. You know, because my older brother back in the day, my older brother Eli, and my older brother Saul too. My whole family athletic. You know, my sister Nance too. We all play sports. My parents pushed us into sports. Mm-hmm. I was like probably like the worst one out of all of them. You know, like in
at
sports.
Least you honest.
Hey man, it made me who I am today. You know what I mean? Watching my brothers and my sister do it, I'm like, God damn, that's what I want to do. I want to be good like that too. You know, my brother Eli, he was like fucking top wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, he was a good pitcher. Samoan baseball player, bro. Had a hit stick too. You know what I mean? Hitting home runs all the time.
Good at everything.
Yeah, smart. He played shortstop.
Okay.
His position. You know, if you playing shortstop,
quick. You gotta be quick.
You like that nigga on the field. You know what I mean? You
gotta be quick.
Yeah, that's who you.
I could never do it. I was a third. I was out in the. You know, in the right field.
Me too.
They'd be like, it's the 7th inning and we're up. All right, go hit right field for an inning or two, and we'll call it a day.
Man, that was like, hey, you get all the bats and put it back in the car.
I'm not gonna lie. I was terrible at sports, right? And I was terrible at martial arts up until the point that I quit. So I got my black belt, right? Because I made my promise when I was younger. I made a promise to my dad. Well, like I was like 4, I guess, when I promised him that if I start something, I finish it, right? So he's like, you got to get your black belt. So I was like, all right. Man, I was 14. I finally got my black belt. The drive home from getting my black belt, I handed it to my pops, and I was like, "Hey, I'm done fighting."
Damn.
And it sucked because
much respect,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I like that. I love that. As a matter of fact,
it to me, right? I hated it. I hated fighting because I wasn't physical, especially I wasn't aggressive as a kid, right? But as soon as puberty hit, though, that changed. You know what I mean? I never got a chance to do martial arts like seriously after I hit puberty. I feel like it would have been a lot different, right? But then I got aggressive. You know what I mean? And then, you know, you get into I was friends with all the football players. I didn't play football, but I tried one time. 1 year I played lacrosse because all my friends that played rugby or played football, it was like a different season from them, and we was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go hit some fools. And our team, bro, we won 1 game the whole season, bro. We were garbage, but nobody liked playing with us because everybody knew they were gonna get cracked, and everybody knew that we didn't care about winning the game or scoring goals. We were just trying to crack everybody.
I hear that.
I had the most penalties in the league and I only played 1 year just to be an asshole. But That shit was pretty funny. But yeah,
Revenge.
similarly, I wasn't super athletic when I was younger. But as soon as I hit puberty, I got more aggressive, and you know what I mean. But did you start football young?
I tried out for Pop Warner, bro. That was the first time I've ever tried to
How young
play
were you?
football. I think I was like, shit, damn, bro. I think I was like 12, 11,
Okay,
somewhere around there.
I think I was
My
like 9 and 10, and I played 2 years. And I was out.
Yeah,
I
bro.
sucked.
No, I think mine was just like 2 practices and I was over. It was over. You know, I was like I said, I was watching my older brother do it,
Yeah.
and I love my older brother, bro. You know, he like my motivation too. Like I follow his footsteps. You know, when he showed us how to do it. You know, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Even my little sister, she's sick in sports. Like I was saying, she's sick in baseball, softball. You know, all the sports she would ever play.
Yeah.
But I wanted to try to do it like play sports and be good at it too. I wanted to follow their footsteps and do my thing too, but it just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I started Pop Warner. First day I seen my I had padded up. You know, it was the first time we ever put pads on before we were doing some drills and stuff. I forget, but I remember they put me at free safety one time. My first time ever putting on pads and ready to hit somebody. You know, free safety, if that running back get past the whole line, it's just you and him. You gotta get him.
You gotta go head up.
You better get him.
That's what they did to me too, bro. I was sorry.
Bro, that's what
It was
I'm
the
saying.
same thing.
It was-
In scrimmage that happened to me. That same thing, and I got juked and felt played.
Oh, nah, what happened, man, I feel that too, bro. I probably would have felt like that too. But that's what happened to me. Is that I went head up with this guy been playing his whole life, however long he was born before we even got to that state.
Yeah.
And he was known for being a hitter, so I was like, okay. When I seen him, he got past everybody and just me and him. And I remember I was seeing how my brother used to hit. My brother used to run fools over. He was a quarterback, but he had like I said, he had a hit stick. He'd be running fools over, cracking them. You know what I mean? So I was like, I seen how my brother did, so I tried to do it, but I guess I did it wrong. You know, I ran up to the dude. He was coming, had the ball in him. I came, dip my shoulders like this, and try to put my head, you know, hit with my head. That was the wrong idea. He hit me on top of my head up here and hit my spine. Yeah, my spine. It felt like, nigga, I was like paralyzed, bro. It was embarrassing.
A ringer.
It was a ringer. Yeah, I couldn't get up, bro. My dad came to the field. It was so embarrassing, bro. I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I'm out. It was like, I had to go home. I was like, I ain't coming back. So I didn't play. I didn't play football until I went to high school.
Okay.
I got to high school. You know, my brother was playing all
At
the
least you went
sports.
back.
Yeah, I tried. I tried again, and the same shit happened again. I was like going head up. We were doing like some hitting drills. So
And it was just in drills.
It was just in drills, bro.
That's usually when the big hits happen.
That's what happened. I went up against the varsity dude, some buff ass nigga. I forgot what the fuck this nigga name was. This nigga came. I dipped my shoulder, and I hit him. He was going easy on me. And then I got up, and everybody was like, "Ooh," you know what I mean? So I got pumped up. I was like, "Hold on!" And he said, "Oh, you think you?" In his head, I felt like he was like, "You think you sick?" One more time. He was like, I said, "All right, cool." So I backed up in the line. The coach was amping us up too. Everybody was like, "Oh, they're getting it jumping."
Were you doing the bull ring?
I don't know what the fuck we were doing, but this nigga came, bro. They said go. He came, bro, and fucking I ran full speed. He running full speed. Boom.
Oh,
He smacked me, bro, and I fucking got up, bro. My arm was dislocated, bro. I couldn't feel my arm. I was like, hold on. He was like, the coach was like, whoever gets hit, they got to run a lap. So when I was running a lap, my arm was hurting, and I found out when I got back around the corner, back to the coach, my arm was dislocated.
Oh.
So I was like, damn, again. I was embarrassed again. So I was like, fuck this shit. Did
they pop it back in?
Bro, I did. I popped it back in.
Oh.
I was so mad, bro. I went home. I got to the bathroom. You know, I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my mom and dad because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was gonna get in trouble. You know, because I got hurt.
Yeah.
You know, I get up.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. Before my dad get home, I'm like, damn. My dad was cool, bro. You know what I mean? My dad, coolest person in the world, genuine. I don't get in trouble. I didn't get in trouble by him. It was my mom. You know what I mean? She's straight. She
Yeah.
had that belt on us. But shit, before my dad got home, I was like, hold on, man, let me go fucking pop this, try to get my arm back, because if he see me like this, damn, I might be in trouble. So I was like, all right, cool. Went to the bathroom. My dad just got home. It was like 4:30. I remember. He was walking up the stairs, got up in the house. I hear him downstairs in the kitchen. I said, fuck it. Put my arm up on the shower curtain and just jumped off. Bop!
Oh.
And it hung on to it and said, boom.
Oh.
Pop back in. I was like, went like this.
Oh, we good.
I was like, let's go. I was like, cool. But it was sore as fuck for like, but when you're young, you heal fast, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like 1 week, bro, I was back to normal.
Oh.
I was cool.
God.
I was like,
On some Superman shit.
man, on that don't get in trouble shit.
Oh.
I was like, come on, bro.
But did you play all throughout high school?
Nah, that was it, bro. After that, I was like, nope. Then after that, I think I got into wrestling with my brother, because my brother, when I got to 9th grade, my brother had 1 more year, so this was the first.
Oh, he was a senior. Oh no, junior.
He was a senior.
Okay.
He was a senior. When I was getting, like, say, we spent in high school. I spent, elementary. My brother I spent one year with him in elementary, and then he went to middle school. And when I got to middle school, he was already in high school.
Yeah.
So when he got to 12th grade, I got to the 9th grade. So I spent this 1 year with him. You know, so I got to go to school with my brother. I was so hella happy.
Was he a football star?
Yeah, bro. My brother was.
So everybody was like, oh.
My brother was sick in everything, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did that weigh heavy on you?
Huh?
Did that weigh heavy on you, knowing that did you feel like you had to
Hell
live
no,
up
that
to
shit
your
motivated the shit out of me.
That's good.
I was like, hold on, man. It still motivates me. You know what I mean? I'm like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know how to be like competitive. You know, I would just be like, you know, just athletic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he taught me a lot about hard work. You know, fucking, if you want something, you got to focus, laser focus. Go out there and go do it. You know what I mean? I seen him when in high school. He was cutting weight in high school, bro.
For wrestling?
When nobody was for wrestling.
They have the hardest weight cuts, I feel
right.
like.
You feel me?
And they got to fight the same day.
And they got to fight the same day. He would do this. Yeah. And I was like, hold on. Now
you wrestled in high school too?
Yeah. I didn't cut weight though.
You fought or you wrestled at your weight? Or
whatever.
What weight did you?
Shit, I think I was like 150, 60. I was small. I don't know. I forget, bro. I forgot what weight class I wrestled at.
But they had you wrestle at your natural weight.
Yeah, I didn't have to cut weight for no magic. I didn't know how to.
So, and then when you get to MMA, did you weight cut then? Or did you still fight at your natural weight?
I started to weight cut a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was walking around 185. I would cut 15 pounds, you know, but I would remember what my brother would do. My brother used to cut weight. He used to work out with a sweat bag. Now they got sauna suits.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Now they got sauna suits, but he used to put a plastic garbage bag over him.
Cut the hole.
Yeah, right. Doing his workout, sweating hella much. I was like, damn, nigga, what you want to keep doing this for? You know? And he would do it though. I'm like, so I seen the dedication. He would be spitting in a bottle. Yeah, that grind, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I love, bro. That grind.
Yeah.
I love grinding. I love working hard. I don't like. I can't like be staying still, you know, for too long.
I'm with you. I'm ADD like a motherfucker. I'm ADD like a motherfucker. So tell me, you did both, right? You've went through wrestling, right? Where in wrestling you got to go wrestle. You didn't have to, at your natural weight. You didn't have to cut, and then you in MMA you do have to weight cut, right? What would you suggest to, especially or what worked better for you? What do you suggest to other fighters to, you know, because that's a big debate in the MMA community as to should fighters cut weight or should they fight at their natural weight? Like what did you feel the healthiest at?
For my opinion is the less weight you cut, the better for you. You know, I think, but to each his own. Everybody has their own way. Some people love to cut a lot of weight and put a lot of weight back on real quick. You know, it gives some people confidence. Do you feel like the people that do that, they feel necessary to kind of go in with that advantage? Do you feel like they need that extra confidence boost to know like, oh, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna be a little bit bigger than him, or you know what I mean? Yeah. No,
I feel like I don't know, because it goes both ways. Some fighters, I mean, shit, it does work to a lot of fighters' advantage.
Yeah, You know, I don't know how other people feel, bro, but from my experience, that's how I went through that before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can see that what you mean. I
Because you
used
said
to,
you've dropped 20 pounds for a fight, right?
yeah, I used to think like I said, yeah, exactly like I said before was, I used to think that cutting, being heavy, and then cutting weight, cutting as much weight as I can, and I'm cutting as much as weight as I can, and then after weigh-ins, try to put on as much weight as I can, so
Yeah.
I could be bigger than the other guy. That's how I did feel when I was, you know, in my amateur days.
Mm-hmm.
But as time goes on, and from my own experience, I feel better when I'm walking around, you know, fight weight. You know, like maybe not too much of a cut, 15 pounds, you know, 10 pounds at the most.
Probably it gives you less stress. You don't got to worry about like, oh man, I
I,
got to put this work in to drop this weight.
yeah,
Like
that
I could
too.
just train or
Yeah, and I feel more durable, bro. You know, like I feel really, really good like that. You know, I feel that I'm
yeah.
my best. I'm more explosive. I'm more faster. I'm more technical. My mind sharper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel all around good when I walk around, and I see a lot of people who do fight at a weight class, and they walk around like 10 pounds above their or 15 pounds above their weight, and don't cut as much weight. I find a lot of them. That's why what makes them good too. You know, a lot of fighters, they don't have to cut too much weight for, and it's a lot of less stress on your body. The more your body gonna feel good.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I like, I'm definitely, I mean, I agree with you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I could see where other people would want to cut weight. I see both sides.
Right.
I mean,
I mean, yeah,
I'm
nah,
not the
don't get
one
me
in there
wrong.
fighting,
Right.
but if I was to do it, I would definitely say I'd rather be at the weight that I want to fight at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like everybody have their opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how people will feel. I mean, what makes them? Some people deal well like that. Some people don't.
Yeah. Um. Well, I'm gonna. At this time, we usually cut to a commercial or somebody else's music, but I think
Okay.
right now I'm gonna cut to. I saw you, full mount somebody and get some ground and pound out. So I want to show everybody that clip. Um. Hopefully we can make that happen.
Oh
But we
yeah.
gonna cut real quick and then we gonna jump right back in. All right.
Want it?
Talking shit. Abraham Vaesau.
That's low.
Film on this. That's the one thing that I learned from. Even though like I resented martial arts for the longest after I did it, right? But as an adult, I have a respect for the fact that I did it because I realize like a lot of young kids don't realize right now that everything ain't gonna just come to you. You know what I mean? If you want anything in life, you gotta work. And
Yeah.
you gotta work hard.
Yeah, 100.
You can't just go in there and think, oh, okay, I'm here, I showed up, I'm doing it, it's gonna happen. You gotta go in there and you gotta hustle and you gotta earn it because there's somebody in, whether it's in the gym, whether it's in business, whether it's in even in school, like trying to compete to get to the top universities. You know what I mean? There's somebody out there that's putting that time in, and that's what
Always.
that's really what the top people I think in mixed martial arts really realize. You know what I mean? It's all time in. It's all mat work. You know what I mean? I've been getting into recently. Like I love music. I play a little bit of piano, a little bit of guitar,
Right on.
right? But I've been. I wish I could play violin, and I've been watching these dudes on YouTube. They do like classic violin, and I've been learning a lot about like the history of it and everything like that. And it reminds me a lot of like martial arts because it's a discipline like any other discipline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be real disciplined. You know what I mean? Tell me about like.
And everything.
Tell
Yeah,
me
I feel
about
it.
you and like you got to feel the same way like working your ass off in the gym. Like you're a pro fighter. You know what I mean? Like you hustled to get there. You know what I mean? You had to outwork a lot of people to get there. Tell me about your work ethic and your drive, especially like having an older brother that you look up to. You know what I mean? That you kind of feed off of. Tell me a little bit about that drive, man.
Shit. I just try to stay focused. You know, on like what matters. You know, what I want to do. You know, not what people telling me what to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I really had a hard time with with authority. You know, I used to get in trouble a lot. You know,
Yeah.
my whole life growing up. You know, if it wasn't
You
something.
grew up in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, Baby Hunters Point, San Francisco, California. Yeah, I
So
was,
you
in the
you
city.
was out there.
Yeah, I grew up in the inner city projects. You know, and that alone taught when me and my brothers and my family grew up, the experience from over there, you know, I got to see a lot of stuff, you know, that make me that makes me hungry to keep pushing, you know, and always be like, always outwork everybody around me, you know,
Yeah.
and always stay dedicated to something, to what I wanted to do, not what anybody told me what to do. I didn't want to go to college, you know. I didn't want to. So, you know, what I wanted to do was I was good at fighting, you know. I was good at fighting when I found out I knew how to fight, or I wasn't scared of nobody, you know. I mean, of course I'm scared. I'm always scared, but I'm not scared to. If you gonna fight, we gonna fight. You gonna challenge me, or you don't have a problem with me, or we run into each other and we fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be worried about it.
You ain't gonna run away from it.
Yeah, you gonna see me.
I think
I'm gonna see you too.
I think that that there's certain people that's always gonna run away from the fire, and then there's some people that are always gonna run to it. You know what I mean? And especially if you're a fighter, like with that mentality, like you seem like that type of, you seem adventurous, you seem willing to step up to you know, you gotta almost feel kind of invincible to want to go into that cage. Like, I get that nobody does truly feel like invincible, but like there's got to be some part of you, like when you go in there, you got to feel like, oh man, I can't even lose. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
What's your
you got to be a
mentality
little
going
bit.
in?
You
Like,
gotta
walking into the ring. What's the mentality? What's the mentality of walking to the ring?
Walking to, that's probably right there.
Take me back. Take me in the back.
Yeah.
Right before you're gonna walk out. Right before they play your song.
Shit, it depends. Sometimes it's different, you know, but it's the most purest thing I've ever felt in my life. You know, I keep it 100. It's hard to explain. You know, you have every emotion in your body. You know, well, I do. You know, I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. You know, sometimes I see my opponent. You know, I'll be looking at him. I'm like, okay. You know, I'll be nervous. You know, walking to the cage, but once I get to the cage, you know, and I get in that octagon, and we get under them lights, something do something to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just you two in there. We got to make it out of here. One of us. Okay, so I'm coming for you. You coming for me. We're gonna get. May the best man win. And I'm trying to be the best man, and I'm trying to walk the fuck out that cage. You know, with
a piece of you.
Yeah, 'cause look, that's why a lot of my fights exactly. That's why a lot of my fights they always getting stopped. You know, most of my fights end in the first round. I'm either stopping my opponents. I got finished too. You know, three. I have 3 losses on my record. You know, I got
pro record.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I got 1.
What is your pro record?
I'm 5-3 now as a professional.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got 3 losses on my record, and shit. One was from Daniel McWilliams. You know, hats off to all my opponents. You know, we all in the same game, chasing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, but he caught me with a double arm bar because I was fucking tired. You know, I'm no excuses. You know what I mean? No excuses. But I got gassed the fuck out after and I couldn't even move. I was like trying to get this guy out of here in the first round.
Yeah.
You know, this was when I was a little immature about fighting. I was trying to get this guy out of the first round. I had watched some of his fights, and I was like, you know, that's one thing I don't do is watch people fights, first of all.
My brother's like that.
Yeah, man, it kind of like, it doesn't do good for me. You know, I like to just see my opponent when I see him, and we're going to fight right then and there, because sometimes it kind of like put a mental block on me. I have like ADD too, like what you said.
I feel like ADD.
Yeah, I
own that.
Exactly. You know, I get distracted fast. You know, that's why I grind hard every day, because I try to beat that part of myself, or stop getting. Because I was always like that when I was growing up. I get distracted real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So fucking that was my first loss to Daniel McWilliams, and then
I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta say this. I think some of the biggest lessons that I've ever learned in life have come from losing in a martial arts match.
Oh, you know, or anything.
Well, yeah, or anything,
yeah.
But especially. So fighting is something different. You know what I mean? It's not a sport, right? You played football, and you know you get nervous going into a football game or a basketball game or any type of sporting event, right? But fighting's different. You know what I mean? Fighting, there's a different element. Like, the goal isn't in those other things. It's to score points, right? the goal in fighting is to beat somebody up, right? So it's a little bit different mentality between sports and martial arts, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But I think like some of the biggest things come from like different losses in martial arts. Like I think that because a lot of fighters, they go undefeated and they get a big hype. Like Khabib, like he's dope, like my favorite fighter. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like some of those fighters that when they get that loss, it changes them and they learn something about it, and it switches something that, you know, I think that sometimes those people that go undefeated will never be able to see unless they get that loss. You know what I mean? Tell me about the two other ones, and what happened on your second, the other one?
Oh, the second one, I fought this. Well, the first one I lost to Daniel. I lost to the guy by a double armbar. You know, and like you say, yeah, it did something to me. So then I went on a fight. I took another fight, you know, smashed this guy, and then I go to the next fight. I think it was 2 fights I won. I did really well. You know, I focused on what I needed to do wrong, what I did wrong, worked on my conditioning. I was like, okay, if we go to 3 rounds, he gonna be getting all of it for 3 rounds. So that's one thing. It changed me in the fight. Yeah. It was my first loss. But the second loss that I had was to Jamar Mulder. This guy, bro, he's a beast, man. I got a lot of respect for Jamar Mulder. He fought at 155, 170, 185. You know, he's a real small guy, and he's like one of those. Man, I'm not trying to make fun of him or nothing. Or there's nothing.
No disrespect.
No disrespect at all. Yeah, exactly. But he's like one of those black guys. You know, he grew up. Is like a skater, one of those brothers. You know, the skater brothers had a hard life. Look like, and when he fight, you can see his pain in his fighting and stuff. And he nice with the hands. So I saw him. He caught me with a body shot, crucial one. I'm normally the one giving body shots out in practice, but this was the first time I got hit with a body shot. And body shots hit different. It hit different, man. I ain't felt one like that before.
You be giving them.
He put it. Well, at least I tried to. But he hit me on the money, on the right spot.
Liver?
Know? Yeah, it was right here.
Oh, kidney.
Yeah, in the kidney somewhere here. But it was one of those. If you ever got hit in the body, it's one of those late reactions. You don't feel it until a minute. Like you like,
and it shuts down.
That's what happened. I shut down.
Yeah.
Man, and no lie, bro. My fucking ribs was fucked up for like 2 months. Nah, not 2 months. 2 weeks, and I couldn't move. It was hard to laugh, hard to cough, hard to get up out of bed. Oh, I was like, this little nigga over here fucked me up, man. I said, man, we gotta run this motherfucker back. Hey, seafood, man, we gotta fucking run this shit back. But then after that, I was like, you know what? Nah, it's all good. I met him after that, you know, and we talked a little bit, you know. I actually fought on another show with him.
Okay.
Good dude, man, good dude. Hats off to him and his coach over there. You know, they did a good job in that fight.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of respect for them. You know, everybody I lost to, and my last loss was and everybody I fought, I got respect for. My losses and my wins. But my last one was last year in November, I believe. It was against this guy named some Brazilian guy. I forget his name. I don't want to butcher it. Renato something. I think it's Alves. But he's good. He's from Brazil or some black belt in jiu-jitsu. You know, and that was my last fight. I lost to a rear naked choke. Motherfucker choked me out.
Yeah.
He choked me out in the 3rd round. I think I had like 15 seconds or 52
tap, right?
seconds. Bro, I couldn't tap. You know, right there, you can't tap to those, you know? You either fight up out of there or you get put to sleep. You can't tap. You get your arm, you got to get it. If you have your arm, you tap in practice, you know? But in a real fight in life, there ain't no tapping. You got to come. You got to come with it.
Yeah. You are on your shield type of guy.
Hey, that's how my family is.
Yeah.
You know, that's how my wife too. You know, my wife's like that too. She's more like that than I am.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's just how I was brought up. You know, like I said, my older brother, he never, and my sister too. She have that same mentality. Never lose, never give up.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to carry that too, as much as I can. I try to be the same as them. You know, in my own way. You know, and we all have our own ways.
You know, one of the things that just stuck out to me is you were saying that you could tell in his fighting style, you know, that he had a hard life. You know what I mean? I feel like people miss it in MMA. the end of it is arts. You know what I mean? And I play music. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a relationship between the two. You know, like you express yourself in both of them. Like how you fight is an expression of your mentality, your life, what you believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So would you? How would you relate your fighting style to kind of like your beliefs? What do you think? Especially coming up with a family that kind of, you know, how you say your whole family is like that don't lose. You know, how does that kind of carry you in the fight too?
Damn. Can you run that back again?
Like
what do you mean?
Like you know, like you got my bad, I kind of lost my train of thought too.
Yeah, I think about it too. So
no. It was the way I kind of asked it was kind of lengthy, but like
that's all good.
How do you like you said the guy that you fought, you said you could tell that he kind of had a hard life.
Oh
with
yeah.
his fighting style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you fight people, like, can you tell like how they are as a person from their fighting style?
I can assume, but just
is it usually right though?
I feel like it is, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I get to meet people, I kind of got I feel like I got a good judgment on them, and who they are as a person. You don't know anybody, but just get a little ballpark.
Yeah.
Like analyze somebody from what their fighting style is. I try to do that with all my opponents or somebody I like at least. You know, if I see somebody, I'm like, why does he or she, you know, fight in what makes them, what drives them. You know, and some of them you can see it in them, in their fighting style. Some you just, I don't know, you know.
So for yourself, like, how would you relate your fighting style to kind of your beliefs? You know what I mean? And how does it fit your personality?
Shit, man. I think my fighting style is what you see, what I would say, what you see in there, how I am and how I fight. I feel like that's it. You know, that I don't know how to explain it.
You get what you get.
Yeah, you get in that. You see me in there, I'm gonna take you out, or you come and take me out. You know, there's no. That's
it's
my mentality.
Like Justin Gaethje almost.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Just almost like Justin Gaethje. But man, he take too much punishment. You know? I'm not trying to take no punishment. I'm trying to keep my head moving. I
think he's kind of switching his game up a little bit.
He should, man, and if he is, you know, I don't follow Justin Gaethje that much, but he's a dope fighter.
Did you watch him with Tony Ferguson?
I seen that fight. I've seen plenty of his fights, but I don't really follow Justin Gaethje. But
yeah, I feel you.
He's a dope ass fucking wrestler and a hard puncher.
Yeah.
Mostly all wrestlers are hard punchers though, but he know how to put it up, and he got good leg kicks too.
You wrestled in high school?
Yeah, I wrestled in high school for like 1 year, but I practiced with my brother.
Mm-hmm. So you got the fundamentals.
Yeah, I got the fundamentals of it. I wish I would have took it more serious. I didn't pay enough attention to it when my brother was wrestling. You know, I wish I would have. But the little stuff that I did grasp off of wrestling at Balboa High School with my brother and Coach Clint and Cabales and them up there. Shout out to my old school coaches, Coach Clint and Cabales. But where the little stuff that I had got off of that, what I remember, helped me in my MMA career. You know, when I first found out Dragon House, and I started training with Sifu Zone Low, and everybody at Dragon House, that's my home gym right there. You know, that's where everything started.
How did you meet Sifu?
Sifu?
Zone Low?
Oh man, so it's crazy. I was practicing on for football for CSM. This is when I graduated high school.
You played at CSM?
I tried out for CSM. You know, You know, I did the summer program. You know, I don't remember how long I lasted, but I was training with them on the football squad. I think it was like we did Hell Week or something like that. You ever heard of that? It's like 2-a-days or something.
When I played my 2 years of football, and I was like, man, I ain't made for this one.
Hey, man, I feel it, man. I feel it. But when I was training, going to college at CSM for like 2 months. It was summertime, and I was training, playing football, and I got in the best shape I've ever had because I was
conditioning for football is different.
Yes, college the conditioning, whatever they were doing, whatever they had us doing, we would run we would hit weights, a lot of weightlifting, a lot of sprints, and a lot of long explosive work, bro. And I was feeling cool, man. I was like, but I was real solid but lean, and I was explosive. The best I've ever felt. Football didn't work out for me, so I left school because school was it was hard. I couldn't stay focused, and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So I got caught up in like just life, bro. You know, so I was like, man, I gotta find something to do. You know, so I was working at Restaurant Depot at this time. It's like a wholesale place. So I would work.
I used to work at a catering company. We'd always be over there. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The walk-in freezer, the whole nine.
Ooh, man, I miss the people there. Well, all the people I met, but I don't miss that working there. That stuff was hard. But yeah, I used to work there. After I left college, I had to get a job. You know, my parents was like, "Come on, man, let's go get a job." I was like, "Okay." Started putting my application. Got a job, and I was like, "Hold on, this 9 to 5 shit ain't working for me. I'm not finna do this my whole life, you know." So I said, "Fuck it, you know. Let me see what we gonna do." So I started walking down. For some reason, I went to go eat at Ellen Hawaiian Drive-In, but I was watching fights and shit before this. Before the UFC came on, I was watching Pride back in the day, old school fights, and I was like, "Hold on, man, this shit is pretty interesting. It's UFC, man. Yeah, I mean, it's like Ultimate Fighting." So I got into watching. I used to watch it every day. Then I finally bumped in. I was walking down Mission one time after I went to Ellenale. Then I seen this martial arts school with this mural on there with a buff-ass Chinese dude, you know, on the top with his shirt off. You know what I mean? And fucking tattoos and stuff. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. You know, so I walk in there. And it just opened up. You know, I think I was like 19 or 18 at the time.
Yeah.
It just opened up.
You've been with him forever.
Yeah. I've been with him forever. You know, that's how it goes, you know.
You feel like kind of like God or a higher power almost push you to go walk by that gym at that time?
Man, everything happens for a reason, bro. That's why I believe in life. Everything, whether it's good or bad. You know, so yeah, of course, I believe that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys click right at first?
So what happened was, when I seen the gym, I seen the mirror. I go look in it, and it had an open sign. They just put in like the cage and the mats and stuff, and you walk in there, and it was nobody in the gym. It was dark. It was like one guy, my boy Chris. He used to train there with us back in the day when it first opened up. Dragon House alumni veteran. He's part of the family. My boy Chris, but he moved out the way. You know, got married and stuff. But I went in there, and he was like, "Oh, we're actually closed right now, but you can come back." Sifu, he said Sifu. I didn't know what the guy's name, who he was talking about. He was like, "Sifu will be here at 7:00 at night. Can you come down at night?" And then I was like, "All right, cool. I'll come down at night." So I missed one. I didn't come down at night. I came down the next night because I was tired. I forgot what happened.
Yeah.
And he was there at 7:00. I was like, I'm looking for Sifu. I started talking to him. We started talking. He looked at me. He was like, "Damn, you got a big ass neck. You're gonna be a champion." I was like, "What?" It was like, hell yeah. So we started training, you know, and then I fucking started training with this guy named Zach Busha.
Okay.
Zach Busha, that's big brother in MMA. You know, he was Sifu's first and only professional MMA fighter. Okay. It's this white boy, bro. White boy with gray hair. He had gray hair when he was like 21 years old, you know? Full of gray hair. White boy with tattoos and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, sick ass. He don't look like a fighter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this guy, bro, jiu-jitsu.
Those be the craziest ones.
Man, he's real technical and smart too, you know? And learns quick. And he had the best guard, best jiu-jitsu I've ever seen in my life, bro. And he did like some spinning. He be doing spinning kicks and shit, high kicks, leg kicks. And this was the first time I sparred with him, you know, sparred at all. I put on some gloves. And then
You was swinging for the fences, huh?
Man, I was fighting him like I was really fighting on the street. But this guy was been in the game so long, he waited till I tired out and started piecing me the fuck up. I was like, hold on, man. I was punching. I remember I was getting tired, and I seen a kick come from this way, kick come from that way. I'm getting slapped in the face. I'm over there like
Zohan.
Yeah, man. I was like, hold on, man. What the fuck? Whatever this nigga know, I need to learn that shit. So I was like, hold on. So that's when I started coming to training with Sifu. Sifu would train us all day. We started off with a bunch of people. You know, we had eight or nine fighters, you know, and we would fly. We'll all go up to Humboldt every weekend or
Damn.
every other weekend to go fight because it was on a casino. It was a casino show.
Shit. Okay.
It was on Indian reservation, so
Yeah.
you know they don't.
That's California. That's like the Wild West.
Man, bro, I would never
They'll let
fight there
anybody
again.
fight, huh?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you
know,
want to fight? Let's go.
shouts out to them. They doing their thing, but those kind of shows, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not hating, no disrespect, but
Good people come up from it.
yeah, definitely do your thing out there. But personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't fight on those if I'd known, you know, just because of the fact that, man, some of them, they don't even have their real names on there. You don't even know if they can come up with fake blood work or tests or something. You might be fighting somebody with, you know, got something.
Yeah.
You know, you get cut, and now you got something too.
Damn.
Because
I didn't even think of that.
yeah, man. Hey, man, in this sport, no matter what, man, safety comes first. You have to put your life before all this. Unless this is all you got and this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, I don't plan on fighting for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I plan on doing other things, you know, but while I'm fighting, I want to be safe and I want to, you know, compete against the highest levels of wherever this journey takes me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my intake on those ones. No hating on that, but yeah, we used to fight up there all the time though.
Yeah.
Every week, man.
What's
every
the
weekend.
craziest reservation story you got?
Oh,
From the fight game, man.
Bro,
I know you got a bunch. Give me a craziest.
I couldn't do it, bro, because all of them are crazy. we literally used to go up there. This is what, mind you, we're all young at the time. We're like
19?
Yeah, like 19, 20, no, 20, 21. You know, some of them are 19.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 24 was the oldest, and Zach Busha was like, I think 26 at the time. He was like the oldest, the big brother, you know, taking us up there, cornering us with Sifu. You know, all of us fighters, we had like 15 plus fighters go up there or fight. And we're all young, so after the fights, we would train for the fights, go fight, and have a big ass party. It's like a field trip, you know. Everybody's like, get the drink. We're gonna chill up in whole room. Okay, cool. We up there. We started drinking and stuff. All hung over the next day, and we got to go eat. Every time we go up there, we have to eat. We have to eat all you can eat Chinese food.
Okay.
They
got a spot up there?
My seafood only likes to eat Chinese food, so we all have to eat Chinese food. That shit be getting played out. He know it too. Like we already know what's gonna happen on Sunday on the way back. We gotta eat Chinese food.
Oh man.
Like god damn, you get tired of Chinese food.
I'm married to an Asian, so I know what that's like, man. You know what?
Hey, don't get me wrong. Chinese food good as hell, man.
Just not all the time.
Yeah, in moderation. Everything in moderation.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't. Them. You see some crazy shit on YouTube at those like on the reservation, man. Like.
Oh, you can find some on YouTube.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wait, you never seen them?
Nah, I haven't. I really haven't.
Even some like King of the Cage. Even some King of the Cage stuff is on there at different reservations and stuff. But yeah, man.
I've seen some of those. As a matter of fact,
it goes down there. But hey, we're gonna cut to another. Cut to another snippet, and we're gonna be right back. Talking shit. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to take a little cut. I had to go empty out the memory card. My bad. I'm still new at this. I didn't go to school for this. I'm kind of learning it as I go. It be like that sometimes. Even sometimes in a fight, you got to figure something out, and you know, you may not know it, but you got to learn it right now.
Right then and there, man. You gotta be what's that word? Damn, I forget that word. Man,
You gotta be slick.
Exactly. You gotta be slick.
You ever be in a fight?
You gotta learn how to deal with adversity.
Oh yeah.
In there, you know what I mean.
And I feel like, it's been going back to martial arts. You know what I mean. I feel like going through that adversity, it makes everything in life easier. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know. I feel that way. A lot of people that you know what I mean feel that way. You know, I want to jump into growing up in the Bay Area, because we're close in the same age. 32, you're 32, I'm 30. We grew up in the hyphy era in high school. I think Tell Me When to Go might have came out my senior year, to be honest.
I remember that too.
Yeah. So
That was one of them ones too. I would slap it all the time.
yeah,
Everybody did. You would see
yeah.
everybody in they
That was on MTV.
that was on it was on MTV too. The first one of the first Bay Area music videos I've seen when I was growing up was that
Yeah,
Tell Me When to Go. They was slapping it on BT 106 in Park.
yeah.
I was like, oh damn, we made it. We
That's how I
made
felt too.
it.
Oh man, I used to get so much love every time I'd go out of the Bay, like during that time or
Yeah.
right after the hype year. Like, we'd go to Vegas and we'd be like, "Oh, we from the Bay." Everybody show love. Everybody
Yeah,
fuck
man.
with you.
Hey man, we one of a kind out here. I
Yeah.
love being from here. You know, San Francisco, the whole Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
It has something rooted down here. You know, some authentic. You know that a lot of us have. We lucky. I feel like we blessed to be from here. This it teaches you a lot. You can learn anything you want. You can be anything you want over here. You know.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I moved back for that reason. Like I was outside of here and I felt like, there's something in the air out here. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's almost like its own spirit out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, with our history with music to back to just social change, everything that the Bay's always been proactive with social change in different ways. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I feel like it even expresses itself in the music. A lot of
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man,
who did you listen to?
a lot of rappers to this day be stealing all the Bay Area rappers shit.
It's
You
been
got
that way.
yeah, everybody. You know, you got when Drake was high, he was over here stealing everybody's stuff from over here. You know what I mean? And then getting accused and getting sued and stuff. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's like you got people. They don't have. I don't know, but that's how I feel. We got a lot of originality here. You know, it's like a original shit. You know, from here.
It's got its own. It's just like the Bay Area music kind of has its own sound.
Yeah.
And I haven't figured a way out to explain like the Bay Area's sound, but it does have its own. It's got its own energy, its own spirit, its own life to it. Even just living out here, like when I moved away, I missed it. I didn't. I don't know. It's that way. But you grew up in a very specific part of the Bay Area. You grew up in the heart, San Francisco. Like
Yeah, in the heart of San Francisco.
tell me about growing up out there. Were you born in San Francisco?
Yeah, I was born at St. Luke's Hospital.
St. Luke's
I
Hospital.
don't know if you familiar with St. Luke's Hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's one of the old hospitals, one of the first hospitals, St. Luke's.
Okay.
It's on I believe it's on a military base.
Like Presidio?
Presidio. I think it's down there near
Presidio?
Presidio.
Okay.
I might
My
be wrong.
pops was born in Presidio.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Maybe at that.
Maybe I
St.
don't know.
Luke's Hospital.
I don't know. I gotta ask. That.
Yeah. I was born at St. Luke's Hospital. I was raised in Bayview Hunters Point, towards Packbell. You know, the Candlestick near that area, and it's like the inner city projects. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Growing up over there was interesting.
Most people when they think of the Bay, they think, especially now, they think of like Silicon Valley. Right. Or they think of like the techies in San Francisco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they forget about the Aboriginals. You know, that's exactly what. But a lot of them try to push us out, but they can't. You know, slowly but surely they have been. You know, the world's evolving, the city's evolving, and that's just how it goes. You know, they're moving them more out that way. You know, Stockton, Tracy. Yeah, they're gonna give them Section 8 or something like that. You know, but a lot of people.
You a Niners fan?
Any Bay Area team, that's me. I'm with it. You know, if you're Raiders, Niners, Giants, A's, you know, anywhere, Sharks, everything. I'm for the Bay Area. You know, I love every team.
I grew up,
but I'm not really into football. I don't watch football like that. Okay. I really don't even watch sports, to be honest.
You watch MMA?
Very, very, very. Only like the fights I'm interested in. You know, like if I see some good shit like Nick and Nate Diaz, I watch their fights all the time. I have that. I've been watching that since I first started, and I still watch the same ones over and over again. You know, because it's somebody I like. I've been watching a lot of Jorge Masvidal when he was.
That's my guy.
Yeah, bro. They have the same mentality.
Yeah, definitely. That's why they fuck with each other. Even if they knew that fight was gonna be hard.
Right.
They had so much respect going up. They didn't even
same
have to
mentality.
do all that talking.
Different spaces, walks of life, different areas of the globe. Yeah. You know, mostly all my athletes that I like have that kind of, the ones that I like have that personality. And
I'm with you.
And like in football, it have to be Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Because all these people are real. What you see is what you get. You know, they ain't putting on no front for you. Marshawn Lynch, he do his thing. He be himself. Don't worry about the media. Don't worry about nothing. You got Nick and Nate
And
Diaz.
always rep the Bay.
And always rep the Bay. Hey, that's what I'm saying. And Nick and Nate Diaz, they do the same thing for Stockton. You know, same mentality. They don't give a fuck about all this. You know, all they want to do is make a better life for themselves and their family and go do their thing and get the fuck out of there. They ain't gonna worry about the lights, you know?
Yeah.
And then you got Jorge Masvidal. You know, he a little different too. He like that stuff too. He like the whole the robe. That's your style. That's your style. Hats off to you, you know? But yeah, mostly I like all athletes that are like that have that mentality.
That grittiness.
Yeah.
That, you know.
And they work hard too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they triathletes.
The people don't realize. Well, I think nowadays they realize that they're doing that. You know, but for the longest, they thought that these dudes were just two kids from from the hood.
Yeah.
That knew how to fight, and that's it. But there's so much more to that, man. They work their ass off.
Yeah.
They got the gas. They got gas tank for days.
Man, tell me about it.
You know, there's a fight coming up this weekend. I think it's at your weight class, 170.
Who's that?
Colby is fighting Tyron Woodley.
Oh, that's this weekend?
Yep. I think it's either Friday. I don't know. I think it's a free one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Shit, man. The fight I want to watch, Khabib and Justin.
Ooh.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Ooh.
Kobe, Kobe cool. Kobe, he did. I don't like his whole style. You know what he come out here talk too much, and then you know
I think he proved a lot against.
But he fought Damian Maia, and then he fought Usman. The only two people.
I think he proved something in that Usman fight. I feel like he got a gas tank for days.
Yeah. And
he don't quit. You know what I mean? He was going late.
But Usman sucked too. Usman, man,
That's your weight. You that's your weight class. What you think?
I mean, I'm sorry. Let me not say people suck or whatever. Man, forget it. Whatever. He sucked to me, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's other people that's better than him that can beat Usman. I mean, he's a wrestler and puncher, really grinder. You know, he know how to grind you out.
Hold you on that fence and work you down.
Yeah, he know how to do all that. But
he's kind of like the standing version of Khabib.
Yeah, he is. I think it's just the way he I don't know.
Khabib will take you to the ground, put you in the corner, lace your legs, grind you out.
Have that style.
Grind you till you're tired.
Khabib ain't running from nobody.
Oh, no, by no means.
You got Usman. You already see what kind of person he have. Like different personality. You know, he got different. He's this person this time, and then he a different person next time. And he turned down fights. Khabib, he different level. He's on a different level. You put him in a spot where he got to fight whoever it is. It don't matter if you got more. If it's a big money fight, he want the competition level fighter. And they line him up, and he maul everyone, like he say, maul everybody. He does that. Like nobody went around against this guy. But Usman, you can see sometimes he avoid fights. You know, they gave him a fight. He didn't want to take this fight at a certain time because of this or that.
I feel you.
You know, it's kind of. I think if you're fighting, and you have an opponent, and you don't like that opponent, you gotta fight. You know, if that's who you gotta beat to get to the next one, you gotta fight. You know, I don't think I don't think people should be allowed to pick. It should go by rankings. That's how it went before. Yeah. If you ranked, you fight the guy ranked above you, or you moving up. Not somebody get like under ranked this guy. This guy's down here. You fight somebody all the way up here, so you can
because of popularity, especially.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You know? But that's how old school. But that's how it works now. I'm not knocking it. That's how it goes. But back in the day, it was you see the badass motherfucker. You want to fight him, you fight him. That's that whole what Nick and Nate used to do. That's what I believe. I seen what they were doing. Yeah. They went everybody that he fought Frank Shamrock when he needed to fight Frank Shamrock, fucking demolished him. Paul Daly, one of those fights, that was an insane ass fight. Yeah. Did you see that fight? Well, Paul Daly and Nick Diaz.
It's been a while, but I definitely watched it.
Man, pretty exciting.
Paul Daly's the British dude, right?
Yeah, he's a black brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a black dude from like the UK, right?
Yeah. He's sick too. He was one of the ones at the time with the stand up at 170.
Is he over in Bellator?
So he was in Bellator. Went back to the he went everywhere. Yeah. I remember he got signed to the UFC, fought in the UFC for a little bit, and then he got into that altercation with Josh Koscheck, where
Yes.
he socked him when the round was over, when he turned around, and then the UFC kicked him out. Then he went back to Bellator, and I think that's when he fought Nick Diaz. And
Okay.
that fight, bro, if you ever have time, it's one round, bro. Watch that fight. That
I'm
fight
gonna go
was
watch that tonight.
crazy. Hell yeah.
I'm definitely watching that.
I'm trying to have one of them. You know what I mean? I want to get up on him, like, you know, like we just standing. Whoever going, you know, we gonna chunk him.
Yeah.
And may the best man win. You know. But now it's like I'm more focused on my jiu-jitsu and my wrestling. Because my last fight, I lost to a rear naked choke by a jiu-jitsu guy. You know, I never really got to showcase my jiu-jitsu. So I think a lot of people underestimate it, but I want it. I want them to, because I got some shit too.
You've been back in the gym too, right?
Yeah. I got back in the gym. I've been back in the gym. I took some time off. You know, I had to get some things right in my mind. You know, and with all this whole COVID stuff, you know, put a fucking wrench in everybody's shit. So
for sure.
So
especially in California.
Yeah, man, everything wasn't the same for a minute. You know, but now things are opening back up, and gyms are now allowed to open up. Hair salons in San Francisco, shit, everything basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we just been grinding, man. You know, I've been grinding with a few training partners. I got a little my like little bruh, but he's a little bruh from Dragon House. You know, he's from Palestine. Okay. His name is Casey. You know, I've been training with him. He's a 170 fighter too. Okay. Man, real animal, man. We've been putting some hard work in. Me, him, my boy Mike. You know, but shit, man. Now that they open up the gym, we're trying to get everybody back down there. I've been away from the gym for a minute too, so it'd be good to get back. You know, get back to training. Training consistently. A lot of people wasn't training at the time. It was hard to find training partners. You know,
and to switch off for that time, like what, it was 3 months, right? That you said you weren't training.
Yeah, about 2 months. 2 months. 2 to 3, almost 3.
Sometimes even just that, you know what I mean? Trying to switch back on, it takes a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that process been like for you getting back in there?
Shit, it's been good, man. I mean, shit, it's always a struggle trying to come back and trying to get back in shape. Yeah. Especially getting in fight shape. You know, getting in shape is different than getting into fight shape and being fight ready. People can go get in shape, and that's cool, lose a bunch of weight. But if you're not training for fighting, you shouldn't be fighting, you know. But when I said I took 3 months off, I took not take 3 months off of not training at all. I mean, I still train for 2 hours a day myself. You know, I'll go run a few miles. I go do my own body weight calisthenics and always stay active, and I'll still be working.
Yeah.
Doing construction, you know, so I'm at work. That's like a job.
That's a workout the whole day.
That's a workout the whole day, and I love working out. But I would wake up. That's my training program would be especially when I'm coming down to fight week. I will wake up in the morning. I start at 4:30 in the morning. I'll be up at 3 in the morning. I get to my job and I go run 4 miles before I go to work. Before 4:30, hit work. I'm over here stocking hella shit, lumping up fucking sheetrock up the stairs, fucking 20-foot metal up the stairs, 5 flights, 6 flights, whatever, all day long. Until I get off of work, hit my first training session, strength and condition, boom. Get that out the way. Do whatever next session is. Get that out the way. My last session would be like at 7:30 to like 8, 9:30 at night. Go home at 11 o'clock and then have to do it again at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? So yeah, man, fucking, I was used to that. Then this COVID thing happened. And then after this COVID thing happened, it was like, everybody got laid off. You know, everybody was, because the whole shutdown. So the whole construction industry was all fucked up. Everybody was home, you know? And the gyms were shut. So you had to stay in your house for 2 or 3 weeks. You know, they were doing all that stupid shit. And then we all stayed in our house, and that was the first time I couldn't do anything. Yeah. I was like, damn, man, this never happened before.
Prison workouts.
Yeah.
Burpees.
People were saying, yeah, they said if they see you outside, you're going to get arrested and taken to jail. You know? Man. So I was like, hold on, so we can't go outside. And then I found out, I thought about it, I was like, bruh, what the fuck? They can't arrest everybody. They ain't got that many people. So I said, fuck this shit. I started
Exactly.
picking up running again.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, that 2 weeks fucked me up. Well, the whole month fucked me up. And I was like, damn, I didn't feel like that. It was harder to
Mm-hmm.
get back. So then then after that, I started getting my weight down and started feeling good again, you know. But then again, some stuff happened in my life where I had to stop training again, you know, and it took me like 2 months to get back. But now we back, you know, that the past is the past. Now we here. I feel good. I'm ready. I'm trying to see what's up, man. Maybe get a fight at the end of the year, you know, October or November,
Hell yeah.
something soon. And talk to my manager and we'll see what's up. But other than that, man, we just gonna keep training
Hell yeah.
and keep grinding.
What's the difference for you to feel the where's the moment where you're like, okay, I'm in shape, but now I'm in fight shape. You know what I mean? Like, where, especially mentally, where are you at? When do you know you're ready for the fight?
Damn, that's hmm. I know when I'm ready to fight is when I've been putting my time in. You know, I know already right when I'm taking that fight, I gotta be in fight shape. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta think like I'm in fight shape once I start training. You know, and every day when I feel like my conditioning is up to par and I'm hitting my trainings faithfully and I'm doing the right things like sleeping, recovering, you know, I feel, and when I feel good overall in general with my whole body, when my body's firing, when I can fire whenever I want to, when I know if I'm gotta get held down by 5 people, I gotta get up 5 times and I make it there. You know, I set goals for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then when I start hitting those goals and I start passing them, I'm like, okay, oh, I'm confident enough that I can be with this individual and try to take his neck and bring it back,
Yeah.
or something, But if that answers your question, that's
No,
how
definitely,
I know
definitely.
when I see those things. I've been doing it for what, since I was 19 years old, and it took a lot of trial and error.
13 years.
Yeah, about 13 years, bro. 13 years I've been training MMA and competing.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, man, a lot of trial and error. So I know what works for my body, especially with diet and fat and fasting and trying to cut weight.
Yeah.
I just started picking up fasting, man. Shit, I started fasting. It's like one of the best things that I think everybody should do.
Feel lighter.
Man,
Feel faster, huh?
Just overall in general, your body and your mind too.
Mental clarity.
Yeah, man. You. Mental clarity.
Like growing up, I never ate breakfast. I still don't eat
That's
breakfast.
me, bro.
I usually don't eat until like 2 in the afternoon or so.
Damn, you be fasting then.
But I've been that way since I was little.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? And then
so when would you?
But the problem is with COVID, like there's been nothing to do, right? So I just been eating. Even I wouldn't eat till 2.
That's
but
everybody.
Eating, though.
Everybody do that. Well, shit, I can't say everybody, but majority of people was doing that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, a lot of friends and stuff when I would see them after this whole COVID thing and people started getting released, and a lot of them like look like damn.
But they're chilling.
Yeah, you just been chilling, bro. Like, and hey, ain't knocking you or nothing. Do your thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's kind of like health is real wealth is your health.
Definitely.
If you can have all
here.
Yeah, if you ain't here, you can't spend it. You can't, and you gotta spend but people should take in consideration is time.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you want. What makes you happy. That's what I say about fighting. It makes me happy when I can train every day, when I can like work out. If I'm not working out, shit, I can tell the difference between like my whole thought process, like the way I think, the way I eat, the way I feel in general,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've been working with kettlebells a lot. So just at home, like since I don't have no equipment or nothing, I just have the kettlebells, and I've been doing different circuits and body weight stuff.
Hell yeah.
But I've been feeling way different, even just the last like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Just
exercise,
the clarity, like you feel lighter throughout the day. You feel like less achy. You know what I mean? Like even if I'm not gonna go be a pro fighter, but everybody should do this. Even if you're just like a stay-at-home mom, you should be doing something. Especially, I feel like some type of weight training, and a little bit of cardio. You don't gotta go like if you like running, cool. But some type of cardio, even if it's just like cardio with kettlebells, like doing kettlebell, you know what I mean, or different body weight stuff, but
Yeah,
gotta stay mobile.
gotta stay mobile. Stay moving.
Yeah.
Stay moving around, man, because you don't have a lot of time to sit down at the end of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't do it now.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the old timers, just be like what I say to myself is I be realistic with life. I see a lot of the old timers, especially that's Samoan, that's like me too, and I look at them and I say, okay, and I see how they a lot of our parents
Our
and
relatives.
relatives, a lot of our relatives are dying, and it's
Mhm.
almost by the
All
same kind of
islanders.
things. Yeah, the older they get, they go through the same stages. The same, and you see it all the time. And I see what they do when what we did when we were younger, how they were, and with the lifestyle they lived to now, and seeing
Mhm.
at the end of it. So I try to learn off of that, and not try to do the same things that they did and try to do something different. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with people, what they live, how they live their life.
Yeah, that's you.
A lot of people don't have the, and I'm thankful that I got to see that because
Mhm.
people don't have the knowledge of how to eat better, and how to sustain a healthier lifestyle.
You seem like a very introspective person. Like you think deeply about things. You know what I
Man,
mean?
I overthink. That's my worst enemy, where's my mind.
Yeah.
I wish I can, I wish I, so there's really, that's one problem that I think I have, is overthinking and thinking too deep into things and it's a blessing that too sometimes because it works for me,
Mhm.
I can tell, I can feel, but that's what I wish I can control what comes to my mind because sometimes you can't, most of the time you can't think about what you're about to think right now. If you
Yeah.
ever tried it, you can't be like, hold on, let me think what's going to come to my head
Have you ever
first.
talked to like a sports psychologist
Shit.
or
Nah.
because I've noticed a lot of the
Oh, I
top
have
people
actually.
in
Yes, yes, yes,
MMA.
yes, yes, yes. I have. I've talked to a sports psychologist when I was with uh my strength and conditioning Coach Charles. He had got me a sports psychologist, and I talked to her for a minute. She was like, "Damn, it was interesting," but I didn't feel like I had a problem. I feel like I felt like going to her. I had a problem. You know what I mean?
She
Like,
made you feel like you had a problem.
yeah, no, but she was. I know it's supposed to work for the opposite,
Hmm.
but for me, I was like, I don't. It felt like somebody was telling me that I need help with something,
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
I, this is just things that you work on. I feel like everybody have their own problem, but it's something you got to work on.
Yeah.
And that has to do with inside.
That
And
goes
some people.
along with that kind of goes along with earlier, like what I was saying about how do you know when you're ready for a fight. It's more so a mental process even than it is your physical what you do in the gym. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, of course,
Like
of
you were
course.
saying, there's checklists in your head where you know, okay, I could do this. Check. Okay, I got that. Um, and I think these are the lessons that have helped resonate with me throughout life. Is like that going through those mental checklists of everything that you got to go through before a fight. Like I feel like I do that into life,
Yeah,
especially coming into here. Like I sometimes I like to do a little homework on who's coming in. Sometimes I don't, right? You know what I mean? It's different. It's like watching film on the person that I'm going to interview, right?
yeah, yeah,
And to come into the room, I feel like I got to be in a certain mental space to know how to talk with people. You know what I mean? Like listening, hearing what people
yeah,
say, and having a direction where to go with what they say. That's you know, it's something that everybody does, but I don't think it's something that people cognitively think about doing. I think
mm,
it's just their natural interaction in the world. Whereas in here, we're recording everything we're saying. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So you know, it just amazes me is like some of the top people in like MMA. Whether it's in UFC, Bellator, whatever. A lot of people are having these like mental coaches, and people like sometimes it's just to help
yeah,
their
yeah. No,
confidence. You know
no,
what I mean?
definitely. Fucking Steph Curry has one. All the great,
Exactly,
all
exactly.
the greats.
There you go.
No, I mean, I'm not knocking it. I
Hmm.
definitely,
You
but
got to have the right person too.
that's
It's
what.
like a
That's
relationship.
right. You gotta have the right. But it just didn't make me feel right. At the
Yeah.
time. Maybe down the line.
Hmm.
And I might have a different. But right now, I mean, at that time when I had the sports psychologist,
Yeah.
and that was years ago. When I had the sports psychologist, I didn't feel like I was comprehending it right. You know what I mean? It
She
was for
wasn't
help.
resonating with
Yeah,
you.
it wasn't resonating with me, and I was
Yeah.
like, this has some.
It's
This,
like a relationship
yeah,
for real. It's got to be
it
the
got to be
right
a
person.
relationship, right? And shit, after that, I've never ever thought about a sports psychologist before. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of greats are using them, and it's doing well for people.
Listen to listen. I'm over here plugging somebody else's podcast, but we were talking about Joe Rogan earlier.
Right.
There's one he did with I think his name is Vinny Shorman. He's I think he's a mental coach, and he also like teaches Muay Thai.
Okay.
But
Okay.
listen to that podcast. Even if you don't ever talk to somebody, he might give you something that might trigger something to be like, oh shit, that shit right there, that's the truth. Or you know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's important to get motivation from different things. So I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, and and it inspires me to see what other people do. I mean, shoot.
Shit, man. You know what? I take that back, bro. I do have a sports psychologist. And I keep bringing her up. It's actually my wife. Like when I do have these things, like that's probably why I felt like I had a problem because, when I was offered to have a sports psychologist, my coach didn't know what I got going on in my life. My wife is everything. She's like my everything to me. She's my PR machine, like I said before. She's my promoter. She does everything. Help me mentally, physically.
Too?
She my nutritionist, my massage therapist. She's actually going back to school for chiropractic.
Okay.
So she's trying to get her doctors in chiropractic.
My boy just graduated from Life in Hayward, Life Chiropractic West. He just got his degree. Yeah.
Damn, big ups to your boy.
Yeah.
That's a big step, man.
Yeah, I need to go see a chiropractor myself.
Yeah, man. I had a dope ass chiropractor too, man. When I was training down there at Performance for Life, there's some good strength and conditioning down there.
Where's that at?
They have like 3 locations. They just opened up that 3rd location before this COVID hit. It's off. It's in the Mission. They have one in the Mission, one in the Castro, and one in Hayes Valley.
Oh, so it's all in the city. Okay.
Yeah, all 3 of them, and they have it all down there. They got some good, real like scientists down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of good coaches down there, and the owners are pretty dope, man. Coach Brian and his wife Justine.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty dope. They're open arms. I had my strength and conditioning coach was Coach Charles.
Okay.
So they that was one of my wife's friend from college. SF State.
Kinesiology, right?
Yeah, she majored in kinesiology and a minor in holistic health.
There you go.
Yeah. So
everything you need.
Everything I need, man. Everything I've ever wanted, plus more. So yeah, she's a blessing, man. Yeah, that's my wife. But not in my mental and with my mentor and everything. Yeah, but my coach is down there. I had a dope ass chiropractor down there, and her name was Dr. Crystal. Before all my previous fights, I think my 3 fights so far, she would be taking care of me, adjusting me.
Mm-hmm.
I never had that before. I never had that kind of training before, like strength and conditioning training, until I got to P4L. That's dope ass gym. My chiropractor was Dr. Crystal. She had me feeling right, man. I'd be all broken down. I come see her. She said, you should come see me like whenever I have some time. So I go see her for one day.
Yeah.
Normally you're supposed to do it multiple times, just to keep fresh. But she hit me up one day, once out the week, man, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good there. I'm back.
I need to go back. I've been having this rib out of place, and my shoulder blade ain't been sitting right for years. I'm
shit.
Oh man, and something going wrong with the neck, but that's for just, shit, even more so than me. You a pro at it. So you know how that fighting takes a toll on you.
On your body, yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell me about that, bro. Like, at 32, you've been doing this for 13 years. What type of toll does that take on your body? Like, what type of injuries have you gone through? And, like, how would you say overall you feel, you know what I mean, after 13 years fighting?
Yeah, man, shit. To be honest, I've never had a major injury, thank God, knock on wood. Thank the universe. I've never had a major injury that had stopped me from, but I've seen a lot of people go through them, and they're real difficult.
Mm-hmm.
To go through these. I have friends have knee surgeries, ACL torn, MCL torn, arm breaks and stuff, but luckily I haven't had any of those, but I've had like bruised ribs before going, like sprained ankles.
Mm-hmm.
Before going into fights, I would get hurt before I go into these fights. Some of
nobody
these fights.
goes into fights 100%. Everybody fights hurt.
Man, sometimes you can go in there perfectly healthy. I've been in a lot of fights where I
Yeah.
went in there with no injuries, but I've like 4 or 5 of my pro fights. I probably went, or maybe 3 or 4 of them. I probably went in there with what a type of injury.
Damn.
The first fight I fought one of my first Bellator fight. I fought Dominic Sumner. Cool ass dude too, man. All my opponents real cool, man. Fucking Dominic Sumner. This guy was like a fuck. I guess I never heard of him before, but I've seen him one time fight on the Bellator card when I went out there to support a teammate of mine at the Dragon House. She was training. She was one of the first people to fight. Oh well, second, first Zach, and then Jamie, my friend Jamie. Shout out to my friend Jamie Paradise. You know, assistant, bro. They from the Dragon House. She fought on the Bellator fight one card, and Dominic Sumner fought on their one card the same night.
Okay.
So I remember it because when I was watching, we were all waiting for her fight to come on. I watched his fight, and it was a 170. It caught my attention. I was like, oh, these two dudes look like they finna go at it. This guy was huge. He was like a tall ass kickboxer, bro. Kind of like toes painted and shit. You know, pink hair or something, braids, with tattoos and Muay Thai shorts with the socks on.
That's Dominic
Sumner.
Okay.
I was like, damn, this nigga looked pretty cool, man. He looked like he was gonna do some shit. So I was like, damn, he caught my attention. He came out with a mask on and everything, you know, walking down. I was like, all right. Then the other guy, he came out. He fought. I forgot who it was. Maybe the fight where he fought Justin Roswell. And he fucking. Justin Roswell? Yeah, he fought Justin. I think he fought Justin Roswell.
He's from San Jose, right?
I think so, bro.
Yeah.
I fought him too. I fought him in Bellator too. Yeah, so he fought Justin Roswell, and that fight was like a kind of like real quick. I think it ended in the second round. He kicked Dominic Sumner kicked Justin Roswell in his back and like fucked him up, you know. And then he like I guess he was tapping to a kick or something. I forget if he tapped or he got his rib broke from the back. I don't know. I don't remember.
Or both.
Yeah, or both maybe.
Shit.
But I fought Dominic Sumner on my first Bellator fight.
Yeah.
And I went in there with a bruised rib. You know, I fucking got slammed in wrestling practice. I was wrestling this big Russian dude, one of my partners named Ildar. This guy, like a fucking... You ever fucking wrestled a Russian before? These motherfuckers strong as fuck. These niggas don't be fucking playing this shit. I'm be like, come on, bro. Every time I got to wrestle him, I know it's going to be a hard night. So I said, all right, fuck it, man. I got a fight coming up. I'm going to wrestle with this guy. This guy takes my back, picks me up, and slams me, right? It's friendly slam, but I fell wrong. And I fucking fell on my back. I don't know. I tweaked something, but I couldn't breathe. It felt like I got punctured, like something punctured my lung.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so painful. I was like in pain. That was the first time I ever felt the injury. Mm-hmm. You know, and I had like a week and 3 days before the fight came. Oh. Before I had to start cutting weight. And I was like, hold on, man.
I need to fix this.
Yeah, I need to fix this. I told my coach, I was like, hey, Seafood, man, my ribs fucked up. What should I do? He was like, go take some ibuprofen. You'll be all right. I was like, ibuprofen? He's like, every morning, take an ibuprofen. At night, take an ibuprofen. I was like, what? All right, cool. So I did that shit, right? I was like, okay, I don't take medicine, bro. I don't take anything over the counter, no pharmaceutical. You know, but when he said take some, mind you, I'm about to fight for Bellator. I'm all pumped up. I'm like, this my shot, nigga. I'm finna come up in there and I'm gonna wreck some shit. Yeah. Then I had that injury. I got fucking stabbed. Well, got dropped.
Felt like you got stabbed.
Yeah, it felt like I got stabbed.
Can't breathe.
I couldn't breathe, bro.
You can't take a full breath.
And
it's like shallow.
Yeah, till the whole fight came up, I was like, every time I would breathe or I would cough or I would laugh, it would hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of playing on my mind a little bit.
It messes with your sleep too.
It did, bro.
You can't get comfortable.
Every time I would have to sleep on my right side like this for those 7 days. Mm-hmm. And then I would be like, forget when I move at night. It's hella pain. Yeah, I'm like, damn. I keep on doing that, and I'll go back to sleep and do it again. Yeah. Right quick, right when I blink my eyes. And it was irritating. So I got to the fight. And I was like, as time came on to the fight, I was like, man, fuck these ibuprofens, man. I took like 4 ibuprofens already for that whole time. Mind you, I never take no medicine. Yeah. I was like, fuck this shit. So I was like, I need to smoke some weed, but they gonna test me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I was smoking my whole camp. You know, I smoke weed. That's what I do. I smoke and I train.
That's how I met you.
Yeah, exactly. At the
Yeah.
dispensary. Man, that happened for a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I started smoking. I started saying, fuck it. I would stop smoking like 3 weeks before the fight, just because in case I can clean my pee up,
Yeah.
so I don't test positive, because I didn't want to make it look bad on our first time being there.
Yeah.
Become professional and everything. So no way in form this was gonna take me out the fight. So I said, okay, cool. I get to the fight, every day it gets better and better, but it was still there, bothering me a little bit.
Mhm.
So I get into the fight and then get to the weigh-ins. Right when I get to the I do our weigh-ins and we do our face-off.
Yeah.
Right before I'm coming out, before they call me to do the face-off, I come outside and I see him. Right when I see him, everything go away. I was in the moment. I was like, damn, everything go away. Just me and this guy. I feel hella good under here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is what the fuck I wanted. I've been fucking trying to manifest this shit since I was younger. I've always envisioned this shit.
That adrenaline.
Yeah, but not in fighting though.
Yeah.
I was really into WWE. I used to have wrestling, man. Those wrestling action figures. Since even when I was in the 12th grade, I was playing with them. You know what I mean? I had the ring and everything. I had all the wrestling action figures, a big ass box.
Yeah.
My mom used to get mad, bro. She was like, "You too old for those. I don't want to see another wrestling man over here, kid." I was like, "Come on, man." So, but she was cool. She let me keep them.
Yeah.
I was into wrestling because my Uncle Junior is Rikishi. He's a UFC, Hall of Famer. My dad used to get tickets from him for our whole family on my dad's side. You know what I mean? To go to see the wrestling. And whenever they come to the Cow Palace in San Francisco. So
I see wrestling up there before too, back in the day.
We used to go a lot, bro. Thank you. Shout out to my Uncle Junior. You know what I mean? Thank you. That was the time where we used to go.
Did he pass away?
No, he still.
Okay.
It was my uncle Eki, which is his brother.
Okay.
His brother passed away. That was Umaga.
Oh,
you remember Umaga? Yeah. Rest in peace to Uncle Eki.
Dude, the Samoan culture is deep in wrestling.
Yeah, man.
For a long time.
That's
since like the 70s.
That's that whole Samoan culture is like a couple families, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's related to each other.
Yeah.
I don't really know the relationship, but my Uncle Junior, that's all that side of the family. Their last name is the Anuatis. Shout out to all them. They're real big, and I forget the other last name. Excuse me if I don't remember. But all of that whole family, they're all into wrestling.
Yeah.
And that was all. It was all good. Because we're all related to each other. And my Uncle Junior, he's my dad's first cousin. So he would, whenever they come to the Cow Palace, we would beg my dad and my mom, "Mom, can you call Uncle so we can get some tickets to go?" And sometimes, my parents, they don't like asking for stuff, I mean, I don't know if they did or they didn't, but my dad, he would always, get tickets for us. Uncle Junior was sending tickets for our whole family. We used to get to go through the backstage, and get to where the wrestlers come in at.
That's tight.
Yeah, bro.
That is tight.
All these times, bro, and I would come out to the backstage like I'm doing right now with fighting. And back then, I used to see them lights, and I used to see all the wrestlers meeting them. They're all getting ready for their fights. Seeing my uncle backstage and him before he going out, and after the show waiting for him. I used to envision that shit. I was like, damn, this is something I want to do. I want to see this shit too, And I would always think like that from my, elementary, middle school, high school. And
you ever think about actually doing it?
What, wrestling? Shit, nah. What I was trying to man, who knows, man? If later on down the road, I don't think I'll be a good wrestler. I'm not good in acting, and bro, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that you have to be good in acting, but I don't think I'll be good at that. It's hard for me to even do a podcast. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to have a camera on me.
I feel
but if right now I'm not even worried about it. Yeah. I'm not even worried about it.
Shit,
I'm just
if it's
telling
something you're passionate about, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I'm passionate about it, I would do it. I would try.
Big.
But what I'm saying is, it's doing that right now with MMA. The same thing I seen back then.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it right now, walking through the backstage, getting ready for these fights, and I'm
nostalgic.
the one on the stage this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel good about that, because I worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
And I thank my Uncle Junior for always, sending us tickets and always, being that showing us that it can be done.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got some good role models.
Yeah,
you got some
yeah.
people to look up to, you know, the whole way up.
Shit, yeah, yeah. My dad, one of the my idol. You know, is my pops.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I do is for him. You
Yeah.
know, reason why I'm still fine. My dad loved this shit. He actually loved seeing me do this shit. You know, or he loved all of it, all of our brothers and sisters when we're playing sports. They were always there for all of our sports games,
Mm-hmm.
always pushing us to do better. You know, push my brother and shit, and my sister and all of them.
Yeah.
And they'll always be out every single game, bro. Every game, what coolers of Gatorade and food for the team. Yeah. Every time, not getting paid for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Coming through and supporting us. So when he see me doing fighting, you know, he loves that. You know, I told my dad, I promise, I'm gonna go get a belt for you. You know, before anything happened, I'm gonna do this. You know, shit, we here now. We just right there. I'm really ready to go in there and, you know, finish that. You know, I told him I was gonna get on a big stage, and we got on a big stage. We got Bellator. Mm-hmm. You know, and one the best organization I've ever worked for. They take care of us out there. My dad's proud. He's happy. Yeah, you happy? I'm happy too. Man, the whole
Bay proud. What
shit.
You mean? What you mean? Man, Bay Area.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. Hell yeah, man.
What's next for you? What's coming up? Like, I know you don't have anything lined up specifically, like a fight, but what do you see for the near future for you? What would you like to achieve?
Shit, man. I'm just gonna keep my head down, stay on my pivot. You know, just keep working hard, training. Some come up. You know, by the end of the year, I'm trying to get back into fighting. You know, and just take fights back to back.
Yeah.
You know, and just try to become better. You know, put my name out there. You know, is run it all the way up.
Definitely.
You know, I'm 32. You know, we don't have much time in this sport. You know, you 33, 34, 35, you out of there. You should be out of there. You know what I mean? You want to be I don't want to be fighting my whole life. You know, I want to get in like a house lick. Get in and get out. You know? Get my issue and we out. We
can't say it no better than that.
you know, and just start building up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of me and my wife. We have a lot of big things happening going on for us right now. Mm-hmm. You know, in our life right now. So I'm excited about that. You know, after fighting, I feel real excited about me and where we're headed after that.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Well, man, I can't wait to see you get up there again. Hopefully it's soon, man.
Yeah.
Any support we could do, anything we can ever do to help, man, don't ever hesitate to reach out to us.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Definitely,
Thank
bro.
You. Thank
and
you,
for everybody watching, man, where can they find you? I know you're on Instagram. What platforms are you on? What's the handles? Where can they find you?
Yeah, right now I'm not really on my social medias, but you can find me on Facebook at Abraham. Last name V as in Victor, AES as in Sam, AU, and that's Abraham Vaesau. You can just type me in Facebook and you'll find me pop up. My Instagram handle is full_blooded_Simone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can find me under there if you type.
He's not
Abraham.
Afakasi.
Yes, nah. I'm full full blood.
In case you forgot.
Just gotta make that be known.
But and then go check out the YouTube, man. Got some fights, got some clips.
Man, some clips that shouldn't be out there. No.
Nah, I think when all is said and done, you know what I mean? It's something to look back on, and I think you'll be proud to know that it's there.
Man, it's funny though, because there's none of my pro fights on the internet. You can't find my first fight, second fight, third.
Why is that? Because I was looking for that.
Yeah. You only can see the ones on Bellator and stuff. Oh, that's just how we got to keep it.
Is that? Does Bellator have like a UFC fight pass or anything like that where you could watch Bellator's fights?
Yeah. I mean, you can actually go on the website. I mean, Bellator website, and then you can go. They have videos. You click on videos, you can see all the fights they ever had from everybody from their first.
You'll be on there too?
Yeah. You can type in my name, and they have 2 of my fights. The only 2 I fought in Bellator.
Okay.
But they won't have your fights before you came in the fight.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of my fights aren't on there. They weren't televised. You know, they were filmed, but they just weren't put on YouTube or uploaded on the internet. Mm-hmm. But I like it like that. You know, keep people guessing.
And that way your opponents can't see what you got going on.
Yeah. Hey, man, to be honest, a lot of people you see whatever you want you can see, but when you get in there, it's a different story. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to like. It's a good to figure people out if that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
But like Mike Tyson said, once you get punched in the face, everything changed after that.
It's all out the window.
Yeah, you might be all technical or you can have a lot of power, but when you in there and you feel somebody really trying to fight, when you fight for real, then you understand.
Play.
Yeah, then you understand it's different.
Hell yeah.
We trying to this because you got different fighters in there. You got athletes, you got competitors, and you got people who really want to fight, and who's really ready to. You gonna get in. You gonna take me out. I'm gonna take you out. You don't got a lot of those people in there no more. Back then, like Nick and Nate Diaz, that's how they are.
Yeah.
Masvidal, Cowboy like that too. They got a lot of fighters, but now they got so many breeds of fighters where it's like
so many different types.
All actors. Most actors.
Let me ask you before we head out of here.
Yeah.
I need a prediction for the Khabib Gaethje fight. Who you got?
Khabib.
Khabib
all the way.
Hey,
he's gonna do what he does best, and that's maul people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what he's gonna do. No matter you have anything. Justin Gaethje got losses on his record.
Oh yeah.
Khabib don't have no losses, and people keep saying it's
with his pops passing away.
That might be the game changer, but somebody like that, somebody like Khabib, he rely on his mental strength.
Mm-hmm.
His mental, you can't break that guy. And he coming at you with everything. If you defend a takedown, it's very few people that can keep coming and taking you down. You defend all of them, and he had the most takedowns in one fight against Abraham Trujillo. 21 takedowns.
Yeah.
And he fight 155, but only trained with people 180 and up. That's what I heard.
Hey man, you heard it. Put the money on Khabib.
Don't put the money. Hey, don't put it on Khabib. That's my opinion, all right? But don't come to me looking for your money because you lost it.
Hey man. So go check him out. Bellator.com. Full-blooded Samoan on IG. Abraham Vaesau, Facebook, man. Show him some love. Bay Area's own professional Bellator MMA fighter, man. And I'm glad that we finally got you on here, man. It's dope, bro. I can't wait for this to air.
Hey, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro.
It's GM, Talkingshift. Like, comment, subscribe. Go tell somebody.